A warm welcome, everybody, to the second Bronkhorst podcast about the trace elemental analysis industry. I am James, and as the first podcast was very popular, we have received lots of questions. I want to start by thanking you all for the interest. Just to remind those listening again and our first-time listeners, you can get in touch direct via LinkedIn or our website, www.bronkhorst.co.uk. The responses we get will be used to create the content for our third podcast. So get online and get involved. We didn't know when we started what would happen, but have enjoyed the response. Our goal this time is to give you an insight into how we can help you realize solutions that meet your specific requirements and hopefully work better. However, before we start, welcome to you, Thomas, our expert in developing customized flow solutions at Bronkhorst. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, James, and thank you for inviting me today.
No problem. Before we start, Thomas, what are customized flow solutions?
Well, that's a good question, James, because not everybody knows that Bronkhorst has these capabilities. At Bronkhorst, we do indeed have the ability to create customer-specific solutions. We do this in the form of a manifold or a small system. And what we are doing is we are integrating Bronkhorst products with components that which are available on the markets. And you can think about shut-off valves, needle valves, jack valves, mechanical pressure regulators, pressure switches, pressure relief valves, and so on. So we can, especially for the customer, make a system or a manifold. And also in the field of the electronics, such as gateways, special bus connections, or bus systems, we can do that. And we have a team inside Bronkhorst which are very specialized in the customized flow solutions. And we can designing, building, and delivering those customized flow solutions with all aspects and disciplines that come with it.
So if I understand correctly, Thomas, you're taking a number of instruments that the customer would usually integrate separately and providing them in a one-piece solution.
Yeah.
And when we add in the communications, it is effectively a plug and play, out of the box, one manifold.
Yes, we can make it plug and play. And what we are delivering to the customer, there's one box indeed with, for example, two connectors, one power supply and one bus supply. So for the customer, it's one solution and we can make it completely customer specific. Yeah, indeed. Yes.
Fantastic. And could you explain a little bit about your role in that process?
Well, my role is I'm the project sales engineer. So I maintain the contact with the customer throughout the project. And in addition of that, I also take care of the sales with the project, and I'm ensuring that the customer's request is clear. And I by myself have also experience in the engineering of the customized flow solutions. So yeah, my role is in the project team, the contacts with the customer. Yes.
Fantastic, thank you. So Thomas, what are the most common customer requests you receive? How do you and the customer, approach these projects?
That's a good question, because what we often see that's the customer has a system, and they want it smaller, and what they want is that we are making a small manifold of it, which our customer is building in their machines. So we are very active in the OEM market, in the original equipment manufacturing. So we are taking care of a part of the gas supply, and we are designing a small manifold for that, and our customer is build it in an analyzer or in an other machine or something. So most of the requests are for the OEM market.
Fantastic. And how does those requests come to you?
Those requests, the most important things is to get the customer question clear. So what's the current situation at the customer, and where does the customer want to go, and what can Bronkhorst do in this regard? It's therefore extremely important to sit down with the customer to discuss the requirements and the wishes. And well, yeah, during the COVID period, that was not also possible. But yeah, we can manage it reasonably with teams. So, and as soon if we have a complete picture of the customer demand, we will put together a project team within Bronkhorst, and we are going to start a project. And in that project team, there will be mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, purchasing will also be there, and yeah, a lot of different disciplines what we need in the project.
Fantastic. That sounds very comprehensive and well organized. So, have you recently been engaged in a project for the trace elemental analysis market? What was the project about?
Yeah, well, we the last time we had a project for a manifold for the trace elemental analysis market, and there it was also the wishes of the customer were that the manifold had to be small and good reachable for surface, so surface friendliness. That was a major role. Modularity and cost saving. So yeah, we had there a very good request, and at the moment we are talking with the customer about the best solution for him. So yeah, that's a very nice project at the moment, and there will be mass flow controllers on it, and we will build it together with pressure regulators and pressure gauges, and all will be integrated in an aluminum base body. So yeah, that's a very nice request at the moment for this market. Yeah.
Fantastic. Just to go back one step, because I wanted to expand on something for everybody listening. When you receive a project, how do the Bronkhorst departments work together to deliver that project?
Well, what I already said that was that the first step is to get the customer's request clear. So we will sit down with the customer and we will talk about wishes and demands of the customer, and then we are getting a project team, and in the project team we have all kinds of disciplines, as already mentioned, mechanical, electrical, purchasing, but also production, sales engineering, but also writers for technical documents, quality. So everything in that is monitored by a project leader, and he will also organize periodic core team meetings to discuss the progress and the actions. And this is the way that everybody is kept informed about the projects. And also there is progress for the customer. It's guaranteed. So yeah, we have big projects teams, and that works very well.
Fantastic. That sounds, again, very organized, which is why I wanted to revisit it, just to make sure that it was clear. Going back again, one question to the recent project. What were the challenges that you faced on that project?
Yeah, that's a funny one, because at the moment we have there a challenge. We have a mechanical challenge because we have to design a manifold uh, with a lot of modularity, because this manifold has to fit in every analyzer of the customer. But not all gas systems for each analyzers are the same. So we have to we have to make a quite of difficult puzzle to get to a manifold which we can build in the biggest analyzer, but also in the smallest analyzer, and which can maintain a big gas system, but also a small gas system. So at the moment we are making, quite a difficult puzzle with our mechanical engineers, but I'm very sure that we can make a very nice manifold for it, which is cost effective for all analyzers.
That sounds interesting. I can't wait to see the final results.
Mm-hmm.
So, as always at Bronkhorst, we have an eye on the future. What are the innovations that Bronkhorst can offer to people working within this market?
Well, currently there are advancements in the MEMS technology. So that would be that our mass flow controllers are getting smaller. So size will go down, and the range, the dynamic range of the mass flow controllers are getting higher. So with less mass flow controllers, we can reach higher flow ranges, and because they are smaller, we can also make smaller manifolds. What we are also doing, that's together with our purchasing, is searching the market for small components, small pressure regulators, small shut-off valves, small three-way valves, you can name it. So size and dynamic range are more and more very important. And what we also are learning is that a lot of customers, they want also modular mass flow controllers, so they can build a mass flow controller out for calibration or something. That are all signs, and we are picking them up, and we are working on it. So
fantastic. And for the people that are listening today and in the future, would you have any tips, tricks, or suggestions about how people can get the best from Bronkhorst?
Well, if you're talking about the customized flow solutions, for example, I think when the customer wants to get the best of Bronkhorst, make a request and make it as fully as possible with technical specifications and all the information, so that we can discuss with the customer, if we can make something nice. Some customer, they know us already with the customer flow solutions, so they are asking often for manifolds or for little systems. But it's very important to recognize the possibility for a customer flow solutions or little systems. So working the best with Bronkhorst, that's be sure to have all the information ready, and then we can start discussing the solutions together.
Fantastic. Thank you, Thomas, for being with us today and sharing your experience. I look forward to recording future podcasts with you.
Okay.
And thanks everyone who listened to us today. Stay tuned for the third podcast, where we will be recording responses based on the questions and comments we are receiving about this topic. We want to make it specific to your own challenges, so let us know what they are.